There's been much talk about self-care lately. That's because self-care is crucial, especially during a crisis like the one we're living through now. Looking after yourself is not a luxury. It's essential to help you cope with the highest level of stress that you're bound to experience at this time. This is particularly true if you're caring for other people as well. So, for example, airlines advise you to put on your own oxygen mask before helping other people. The same idea goes for self-care. You need to look after yourself first if you're able to be there for other people. So what is self-care? Self-care is about doing things that you need to take care of your health and well-being, especially at times of stress. This may mean doing things that keep you well, such as making sure you eat well, exercise, which is particularly important, take some time out, do some relaxing things and things you enjoy. Everyone is different and you need to do what helps you recharge. If your car was parked outside and it had no petrol in it, when you go back to it, you wouldn't expect it to go. Sometimes we're guilty of doing that to ourselves, and then we're surprised when we can't do it. So self-care is doing all those things that keep putting petrol in the car to keep you going. But I think it's important to remember that at this extremely stressful time, looking after yourself may also mean not doing some things. Self-care may also be about putting less pressure on yourself at a time when you have less time and energy. It's a bit like trying not to go for that extra car trip if your car is already low on petrol. So while typically self-care is about doing things for your well-being, sometimes it may also be about cutting yourself some slack and doing a little bit less. So what does that look like in practice? Well, depending on your circumstance, it may mean that, for example, if you're trying to work on mind or homeschool your children, that you let yourself lower that bar a little bit. It's okay if they watch a bit more screen. It's okay if they don't do all their school tasks maybe, or if they don't get a super nutritious meal every time. They'll be okay. And they'll be more okay if you are okay. Or maybe it's something else that needs to be cut out from your list of top priorities, just as long as you make some room for the things you need to do to self-care. So now you can free up some time and energy to do the things that you need to do to put some petrol in that car. For someone else, it might mean that you acknowledge that you haven't been sleeping well, that your mood is a little low and you have less energy than usual, and that even if you have lots of free time at this time, maybe a lot of your energy is going to just keep your head above water and you're not quite feeling like learning a new language this minute. Maybe it's okay to give you permission to be okay with that, to remind yourself there's a lot going on in the background that's eating up your batteries. So now you can free up some mental space to be a bit kinder to yourself. Now's the time when you need to be kind to yourself and treat yourself like you would someone you really care about.